So what we have planned, and that's me and Jeremy from Sergeant Tanks. If you don't know who he is, I will put links in the description and maybe up here somewhere. But we are going to be running an auction. Jeremy has been running auctions. I just did a video on this where I announced it, I believe. But he's been running auctions for a local fish fam, or not a local, but a fish fam member. I don't know where I get the idea local, but a fish fam member from the local to the community. That's what I was going for. A member of the fish fam who is a moderator for a lot of people's streams. She's a moderator for Jeremy. She's a moderator for Aquarium Co-op, Singfod Aquatics, and I know I'm forgetting other people. She mods for a lot of people. As many as Nisi, basically, if you know who Nisi is. But the person we're doing this auction for is Candy and her son Caleb. Caleb has cancer, and they have a GoFundMe up. You can donate directly to the GoFundMe by all means. That would be a great way to just give to them and ask for nothing back, though it's perfectly fine to want something and go ahead and give as well. So for that reason, I'm going to be putting up for auction some shrimp, some plants, and some other stuff to kind of go with the shrimp. So up for auction are 15 fire red shrimp from one of my lines. This is not the Lucas line, but they are still a very nice true line. I don't think I've had to cull shrimp out of there. I tried culling a few males that were lighter in color. I put them into a different tank with lighter substrate, and they actually got darker like 2 months later. So I'm guessing maybe they were just still young and hadn't fully developed into their color. So this is the tank I just have not had to cull from. Now I could maybe make them better. I haven't at this point in time. I try and keep their price fairly low on the website, so I don't put as much work into them, but I will put work into them in the future. Not that they need it. Bit of a digression there, but yeah, up for grabs are 15 plus 2. The 2 extras will be kind of to cover any DOAs, and this does come with a 100% guarantee on live arrival. Now, again, it is your responsibility to do proper drip acclimation, but with that said, there's no guarantee. If you decide to just pour them into your tank and they all die, I mean, I can't guarantee that I'm going to send out 15 more, but if you're going to bid on this auction out of kindness, I will do my absolute best to ensure that you're successful in breeding these shrimp. Not just getting these shrimp, but breeding these shrimp. That's why we buy shrimp. That's why we pay $4 to $10 for one tiny little shrimp, is knowing that they're likely going to breed for us. So that's what I'm going to be sending you. You're going to get 15 to start your colony, and hopefully in 3 to 4 months you're going to have a couple hundred, and you can start selling them to people in your area, and also maybe on Facebook or wherever, and you know, eventually you'll start paying for that whole entire setup, and hopefully some fish food in your fish room or around your living room, wherever you put your tanks. But yeah, anyways, we're also going to be giving away, I'm also going to be giving away a portion of Brasil Moss. I'll go ahead and I'll show you some Brasil Moss now. So Brasil Moss is one of my favorite, if not my favorite moss that I currently have. The fronds are, it just reminds me of like a fern. It's just like going into the jungle. It is very, very thick, triangular shaped. It's by far my favorite moss that I have, so that's why I'm putting it up for offer. I sell it for about $10 on my website. Fire Reds I actually sell for $4 on the website. So I'll be giving away one portion of that, and that is roughly a 2x2 little square of Brasil Moss. I have a little measuring cup. It's kind of like a little, like, I don't know, plastic cup that you put like condiments in, like a fast food place, but that's my measuring cup. I generally stuff one of those fairly full. I mean, it's not exploding, but that's what I generally fill up, and then it ships out in that. So we'll be giving away one of that. And I'll also be giving away 2 Downoy plants. Now, Downoy is also known as Pogo Stem and Hellfry. It is a very beautiful plant, one of my favorite plants. I happen to have a 40-gallon breeder where I just put all my Blue Dream shrimp into full of it. It's basically 3/4 of the way full. So I've got plenty of it. And I'm basically, because my plants aren't very tall, I do sell it as trimmings, just tops. You get a good 2-inch top is what I sell it as, but because it doesn't grow very tall for me here, it likes to grow really short and low to the ground, I kind of end up sending out just whole plants, roots and all, because there's kind of no point to cut off a plant with good 2-inch beautiful top and just leave a nub sticking out of the ground. So I've been sending out full plants, root systems and all. Now Downoy is not as hard as you might think it is to grow. A lot of people think, well, it needs super highlight and it needs CO2, but it does not. Lucas from LRB Aquatics grows it in a low-tech setup. It does like hard water, contrary to what a lot of people think. If you YouTube and Google up where Downoy pogostem and Helferi comes from, it's often found in the Kwai River system in Thailand, and that river system is known for having a lot of bicarbonates in it. I believe it's a lime scale river system. Lime scale being, just calcium carbonate basically. That is where this grows. So if you have hard water, it's going to do great for you. You're not going to have to dose as much ferts or give it as much light. If you have softer water, that does play to your advantage, having softer water. Because calcium carbonate is such a readily absorbed molecule into the plant cells, it often blocks the pathways of iron and other micro minerals that would get in there. So while you might not have that calcium that it likes, you're actually able to get other micronutrients into it easier. So it does play to your advantage, even though the plant likes hard water or comes from hard water situations. So I think it's a good plant for basically anyone. I know a lot of people that keep it in soft water tanks. I don't know that it does as well in soft water, but know if you've got softer water, you might want to give it a little bit more light and just watch it on the ferts. Make sure you're dosing something, though I don't know that it needs it. I still haven't done it in a true low-tech setup myself, and I definitely haven't done a low-tech soft water setup with Downoy. But it is an easy to grow plant. It's not as hard as everyone thinks, especially if you have hard water. Other than that, I'll be giving away some, I think I've got down 10 mulberry leaves, dried mulberry leaves. Now these are leaves that are, again, they're on my website, but I go out and I pick these either from my backyard, because mulberry trees grow very prolifically. I get about 4 to 10 or 5 to 10 plants that grow up just like weeds in my backyard every year that I end up cutting down at the end of every summer. And instead of composting them or just kind of throwing them away, I now take those leaves off, put them in a food dehydrator, and put them in my shrimp tanks. And after seeing a lot of other people doing that, I made them available on my website. So we'll actually go to a few clips of shrimp chowing down on some mulberry leaves now. So they do like them. They readily eat them after about, once the thing has a little bit of water absorbed into it and it sinks down, your shrimp and your snails will both be all over it. Mulberry leaves are very nutritional. There's a lot to them. There's a lot of nutrients. People can eat them. The younger leaves, I've tried them just because, if I'm going to feed it to my shrimp, I can eat it too, right? And they don't taste that bad. They're, kind of, it's not as bad as like an oak leaf, but it's not that bad. I could see it is edible. But, yeah, so mulberry, Downoy, Brasil Moss, and the 15+2 Fire Reds are all going to be up for auction on Sergeant Tank's Facebook group. He's going to be posting that on Wednesday. I don't know when this video is going to get out. It's Monday now. Hopefully I have it out on Wednesday, before Wednesday, or the day after Wednesday. So if you would like to win that shrimp package, You can go over there and place your bid in the auction. Shipping is going to be covered to anywhere in the U.S. Very important. I almost forgot that. Because these are shrimp and plants, I'm not going to be able to send them out of the country. It's not going to work. I don't know if I can even send plants to other countries. I don't think that's allowed. So as long as you're in the U.S., I will be able to ship you out the shrimp and the plants. And even with the cold weather, everything should do fine. Shrimp are hardy. I use heat packs, and like I said, 100% guarantee on everything that's arriving or being shipped to you, as if you bought it from me, because you did pay for it. So the same guarantees are in place. All you have to do once you win is go to the GoFundMe, donate that amount into the GoFundMe, then provide a proof of donation to me and or Jeremy, and then your item will be shipped out on the following week. So anyways, that's it. Thank you to anyone that even considers donating and placing a bid in that auction. I appreciate it. Candy, I know, appreciates it. The whole fish fam appreciates it. And
right, so
yeah,
here
anyways,
is some of the Brasil Moss. This is in another fire red tank. You're not going to be getting fire reds out of here, because this is a new starting up tank. But the same exact shrimp from the same exact tank. These ones just summered outside last summer, and there's a little girl right there, so they do generally stay fairly red. But yeah, this is the Brasil Moss up for grabs. This is why it is my favorite moss. It just grows so thick and so lush. I really like it for that reason. But yeah. Alright, so here is an accurate picture of what will be sent out for the auction. These little guys right here, one's about this size, that size, and that size will not ship. Those are my breeders. If I send those out, I have none left to make more for me. But all these little ones right here, that's about the size you'll get. That one right there is about the biggest I'll send out. And I mean, for fire reds, these are red, especially for being at this age. A lot of shrimp don't even come close to fully coloring up until, you know, they're at, say, something about that size, and even then that shrimp is not done growing. But you can kind of just see the scope and range of the colors. There's some lighter colored ones in there. There's a lighter colored male that will darken as it ages. Some lighter colored juveniles right there, fairly young ones. But I mean, these are very consistent in color. Some of them have that nice stripe down their back, like that one there, and I guess that would make it a painted fire red, whereas that one might be a fire red. So perhaps you can get, you know, 2 lines out of it if you felt like doing the work. But yeah, this is the general scope of what you can expect. You see all of them out there. And even if you don't want to bid on the auction, considering you're also going to be bidding on, you know, a bunch of Downoy that's in green water right now. I got to get that sorted out. But you'll also be bidding on like Downoy and Brasil Moss. If you don't want to bid on the auction, you can go to the website and just buy these guys individually. I think I have them for like $4 a piece. And expect something like that guy. And probably some younger ones you can kind of see. I mean, there's some pretty dark younger ones. There's some lighter younger ones, but I mean, even this one here, it's not done growing and it's not done developing its color. I've had these guys for a good while. Like that one right there is like purple. Holy crap. That one might need to come out. Wow. That's like almost, that might be purple. That legitimately might be purple. So it's not purple, but it's got, it's pretty darn close. If I've ever seen a purple shrimp, that looks like a purple shrimp. So, but yeah, apparently they throw purple too. So, that's legitimately the first coal, and I don't know if I want to remove that. It's purple. Like, what do I do with a purple shrimp? But yeah, so that's fairly interesting. They're good dark genetics that might make a purple for you. That guy, yeah, that's interesting. But yeah, anyways, it's a good honest shot of what the fire reds that you're going to be bidding on or buying from my website are going to look like. And I do send out extras, of course, with every order. I mean, if you buy 2, you might get that 3rd one. Depends on what my stock is like, but I mean, the more you buy, the more extras I can, you know, send out. So, yeah. Alright, so that is it for this video. Yeah, I'm shooting this a few days after I shot that because I'm just now getting around to editing all of this, and I want to make sure it's out by the time the auction starts. But, yeah, I'll put links to the auction down below. Depending on when this gets out, the auction links might be like a day or 2 late. I will also put links to the GoFundMe. That is for Caleb, which is Candy's son, in the description down below, possibly somewhere up here at some point. And again, I don't know if I've said this yet, but that is what this auction is for. It is to help support Candy and Caleb. Caleb is fighting cancer, which is not an easy fight by any means, but it's definitely possible to beat. And having good moral support, and I've probably already said this before, having good moral support is a great way that we can help, and I firmly believe in that. So that's why I'm doing this. So if you guys want to go ahead and place a bid, you can do that. It's going to be for 7 days, from Wednesday to the following Wednesday, Wednesday the 14th to the following Wednesday the 21st. So if you want to place a bid, you can go ahead and do that. Let me think, am I missing anything? I don't know what bid increments are going to be yet. Probably $5. I mean, in total, 15 shrimp, that's roughly $60, at least from what I charge on my website, $60. And I'm going to throw in a few extras just to cover any losses. Not that I'll have any. Of course, there is a 100% guarantee. Shipping is covered. If for any reason you lose any, some don't make the trip for whatever reason, they'll be shipped in cordon breather bags, all that, heat packs, insulated, everything. If for any reason, you know, standard protocol, shoot me some pictures. I'll ensure that yours get replaced, and I'll even cover shipping again. Also, the Brasil Moss, the Downoy, mulberry leaves, and I think because this is going live on Valentine's Day, I'll go ahead and leave the option up to you. I won't put it there, but I'll contact you. And if you want some of these pink ram's horns here, you're free to have them. Just because it's Valentine's Day, I'm just throwing some pink ram's horns if you want them. So, yeah, I'll kind of just toss those in there as a freebie. But yeah, I think that basically covers it. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you to all of those who decide to go over there and place a bid in that auction. I definitely appreciate it, and I know the entire fish fam, and especially Candy, does. So anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video.